What's up, Workcamp? I hope you guys are having a great afternoon. Right now, I'm with Caylie Houck. She is a foster care social worker at Childhaven in Cullman. Caylie, just tell us a little bit about what you do and what Childhaven does.
Yeah, so I'm a foster care social worker, so I work with mostly off-campus homes with kids ranging from 0 to probably 11 is our oldest right now. But we also have a on-campus residential house or cottages for teenage girls 14 to 21-ish till they age out of the system. And we have teen moms and teen girls. So that's pretty much like the area of work that I do.
And what kind of services do you offer other than just a place to live? What kind of things do you do there at Childhaven?
Yeah, so I'm the activity coordinator as well, and so that is like a whole nother ball game. Just trying to keep the girls entertained,
right.
And they go to school like normal kids. They go to church like normal kids, just like y'all. They're heavily involved in their youth group. They do all sorts of things just like you would, but they just happen to all live on campus.
So are they in between? I'm assuming they're in between being removed from difficult households and either court dates, which would allow them to go back to their houses, or being fostered by a family outside of a group home, that kind of thing.
Yes, so the goal is never to be in a residential home, but sadly, there's just not enough foster homes that want to take teenagers. There are several really great ones. I know your family does, and that's awesome,
Mm-hmm.
but sadly, we just don't have enough of those people, so that's why they're important and they're needed. But yes, they just live on campus. We have house parents that are basically foster parents, but they just live on campus. They get extra resources that maybe a foster parent wouldn't have,
Right.
like an on-campus social worker that's there all the time.
Oh, that's great.
And so there's just some differences, but most of the time they're there because they were placed into foster care because of no fault of their own, but because of difficult situations at home.
Right.
And their goal is to return to families and return home, but a lot of times that's not possible for our kids. So a lot of them end up aging out of the system and going to be independent by themselves,
Sure.
which is one of our main goals, is to increase their independence. So.
Right, and that's a big deal. That's a
Yes.
difficult undertaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the quarantine, with the pandemic stuff going on, share a little bit about maybe how that's affected you guys and what maybe it's affected your volunteers,
Mm-hmm.
but things that you guys have had to do to adapt to that during this situation.
Yes, so we're all now just staying on campus. The girls aren't allowed to leave campus right this moment. They have been on quarantine most likely just the same as y'all, but just on our campus, which can be very dramatic because we have one house that has 8 teenage girls, and I don't know if you have any sisters, but let me tell you, the drama is real. But yeah, they've just been on campus. We're trying to keep them entertained, and they just finished school, so just like y'all, they just finished up, and homeschooling was a hassle for sure.
That was going to be my next question.
That was the biggest difficulty, was trying to get all of their schoolwork done, because we had 15 girls with 45 different teachers, and 5 of them have like some special needs who go to like resource classes. So
Wow.
It was an extremely difficult time, but now it's over, praise the Lord, and now we just get to have fun. So.
Sure. So with regard to your volunteer help and things like that, how has the quarantine affected those kind of things?
So we can't have any volunteers on campus right now, which has been really hard for our girls because a lot of them had visiting resources and volunteer families that would take them in and let them come home for the weekend, or like let them come over and spend the night at their house for a day or two, and that can't happen right now. So it's kind of gotten really lonely for them, and that's
Sure.
been really hard. Another thing that's changed is we just aren't having volunteer groups come to our campus, and that's something that we have done every year. We have usually one big youth group who come for a whole week and entertain our kids and have lots of fun, but that's not an option this year. So there's just different projects that still have to get done,
Sure.
and we're getting new house parents this summer, and we're trying to like get everything ready for them, but we don't have like the manpower to do it.
Right.
So that's been rough.
So what are some needs that you guys have right now?
Yeah, so one of our biggest needs is just to entertain the girls, and so we're trying to do a lot of like craft days and stuff like that. So one big need that like our girls like really enjoy, but we just need to get the resources for, is like craft supplies. They all of them really love to paint canvases and all that kind of stuff. And this for Christmas we got a lot of like somebody donated a lot of canvases where they had drawn pictures on them for the girls to paint them, and they loved them. But sadly we ran out of them like 2 weeks ago, so they're kind of like, what do we do now? And then for our babies, just we're running out of like things to keep our little kids entertained too, which is a lot because that makes them just extra like, Mom, I want your attention, and that's hard because it's just a lot for all of our kids.
So if people wanted to get involved, if they're listening to you talking here and saying, man, I really want to help out, what are some things that they can do right now? Like I know one of the things, and maybe you can talk about it too, is we talked earlier about birthday cake making supplies. But what are some, talk about that, but what are some other things too that if somebody's saying, hey, I want to get involved, what can they do right now?
Yeah, so our birthday boxes, we have a couple of churches who would do this periodically throughout the years, but recently we don't really have that going on just because the coronavirus.
Sure.
But basically they're just little tubs that have icing, like the pre-made store icing and pre-made cake mix stuff and like all the things that you would need to make a cake. Maybe some coloring sheets and some candles. Our moms really enjoy making that for our little babies, but also for like each other. It's really fun for them to like bake something. And so that's an option. One thing that we are always needing is just like twin size mattress, like sheets. We always are needing sheets. We're always needing towels because we're still getting new placements. We're still getting new girls. We've had 5 new placements in the past 2 weeks.
Sure.
And so we have to supply them with bed sheets and towels and all the things that like you would need if you were going to summer camp, but they're not going there for summer camp. They're going there
to live.
They're coming there to live. So there's just a lot of things that like everyday things that they need. We're always taking donations for food, like cans and stuff. So canned goods are always good. Just really anything that you find entertaining and you think that like they would enjoy, like maybe like bracelet making or easy things like that. Like those are really good things that our kids really enjoy. If you enjoy it, they're probably going to enjoy it just as much because they're just like you.
Awesome. And just as a side note to clarify for people, you talked about the birthday cake stuff. You said that it's something that the moms like to do with their kids. Are we talking live-in foster moms, or are we that are at the facility, or are we talking like when parents can come and visit their biological children? What are we talking about?
Well, both of those things.
Okay.
Our foster parents do make birthday cakes, and they try to make birthday special, but we also have teen moms on campus, and so their teen moms really enjoy making that for their babies. And a lot of them, they come in as like newborns and they're there for 2 or 3 years, so they get to make all these things. And we have 8 moms and 8 babies on a regular basis, so there's always a birthday party going on.
and those moms, I'm assuming some of those teen moms are foster children.
Yes, they're in. That's the reason why they're at our facilities, because they were in foster care and they got pregnant and needed a place, and Childhaven is a place for teen moms.
Well, that's something I wanted to make sure we clarify, because some people don't realize that. Some people don't know that those things are going on, or that there's a need for things like that, or that when you give to things like that something as simple as a birthday cake pack helps keep families connected, and help struggling mothers. It doesn't matter what age they are, but it helps struggling mothers feel like they're able to take care of their children, which is a huge deal. Yeah. It's a huge confidence boost for that one little time to feel like, I'm a good mom, I can do this. Yeah. Is such a big deal. And so I wanted to make sure that you kind of spoke to that for a minute. But guys, we're going to do some of the things that Caylie's been talking about. I hope you keep serving, keep doing things through Workcamp throughout the rest of this week and past this week. We'll have Childhaven information at the end of this video, along with some of those needs. We're doing some things in conjunction with Workcamp that you'll hear more about later. But if you're interested in that, get in touch with Childhaven, get in touch with Caylie, and you can learn more about those things. And we'll have some information on our website as well. So, Caylie, I appreciate you talking to us for a little bit, and thank you for what you're doing. I know, like you said, being part of the foster system as a family, it's overwhelming, and knowing that there are people out there and organizations and help out there have a new perspective and a new appreciation for everybody that does that work. So thank you for sharing with us and being part of Workcamp this week. And so
thanks for having me.
We just really appreciate it. So thank you guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Look for more information, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.